All right, we are live. Just make sure everything sounds like it should. Yes, all right. Hey, Muffin, congrats on getting first. Nate's been taking that from you the past couple streams, so I finally got back, finally returned to your throne. All right, now we need to get audio working. Chapter 6 sure is. How are you doing this evening, Muffin? It's good to see you. Um, yeah. All right. I'm doing pretty good. I've been like all week I've been wanting to continue this, so I am really looking forward to this. Maybe we'll finally get some questions answered. But we will be continuing by starting chapter 6. Yes. Yes. The audio is slightly fixed. It's a little quiet. Alright. Okay, that should be better. That should be better. Okay. Nice. The ultimate despair. I don't like it. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Okay. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Well, what do we do? Anything. There's so much garbage here, I can't believe this place is even still inhabitable. I mean, I wouldn't say it is inhabitable. Okay. Any of this stuff here. Is that an airplane? How's something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Alright. That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Okay. Go to the door to talk to Kyoko. No, wait. Okay, whatever. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it to open that door, right?
Indeed.
Okay.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, so we'll use it. Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death, deadly life. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started to climb the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. But where does it go? The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey,
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you say that, I'm getting kinda nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it? So Kyoko, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
so...
Ever since I can remember. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right,
because we take pride in it. Pride?
indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. Represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride? So that explains. Before I came here, looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Wait, I just realized all the names on this form are not. Is this 4chan? This looks kind of like 4chan. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. Makoto is a 4chan user. Interesting.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh?
I...
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I have absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What?
I...
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So,
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
however,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. Did he tell her he was going out to get the milk? That's what it sounds like to me. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Oof. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'm gonna gone with him, I would never have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
I,
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position would say, right? But it's not true.
however,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
so,
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day.
I,
His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart and soul? I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, he said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. This is a really, really long ladder. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of that door, this door, Host Peak Academy is waiting for us. We're back?
That's right.
Remember the hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch. Hatch opened with ease, and so... looks like we're back.
Whew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Let's say that again. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Never did I think we'd be happy to be back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. What do we have? This is how we got out of the garbage pit. I never would have imagined that's where this led. This is the trash room. Dump, in other words. Let's go back down. But to be honest, I don't think I've seen anyone throw anything away down there. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, if the mastermind finds out. And I'm worried about you, too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's talk to Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only like a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can just run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't.
Because
the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does that mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Well, why is he in the gym? Okay. Yes. Off to the gym we go. I mean, he was taking part of their last chapter. Oh, right. I forgot about that. So yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
My death was greatly exaggerated. So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Making me angry.
So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose?
Hey,
You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up the latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened, and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, their plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of being that of a being that could come to aid even after you killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying that the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? You make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
boom, boom.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Wait, she's looking at me. Fourth wall break. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you kill Makoto. They would assume you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're wrong just to make this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial? One last showdown? In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer. Of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? Yo, hi Nate. How are you doing? It's good to see you. And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will you win out? Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. And we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So, for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held?
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? So that does mean a student killed Mukuro. Okay. Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? I feel like he's not telling the truth.
Now I'm really angry.
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. Really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get punished later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment. Overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than I expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from the final showdown, do they?
So,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of the moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what do you think? And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off,
However,
and yet, somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do it. To do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They want to show the world?
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words.
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
For those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. Whoa! It's all coming together now. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you. And yet, that same motivation is what led us to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. You can't make any bear puns with the word hope. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Makes a lot of sense now. Oh, and Nate, I don't think you were here for this, but earlier I realized that Makoto is a 4chan user. I honestly didn't see that one coming, but yeah, I guess he is. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
Makoto is a 4chan user. Or at least was. Because, we had, like, a scene where it's, like, a flashback to the beginning where he's looking at, like, all the different students on the forum. So, I mean, we saw it at the beginning of the game, but I didn't clock it. And I realized the forum he's looking at is basically a 4chan ripoff. Or it basically seems like it's meant to recreate 4chan, but not be close enough to be infringing on 4chan. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. Then they made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. The symbol of hope uses fortunes. Oh, I didn't even think of that, but you're right. I mean, when this game was released was kind of like peak 4chan, so I mean, it's all coming together now. I mean, we could basically quit the game here. We figured everything out. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have shown that they would have violated their own suggestions. But all of that was a hunch, right? You were still able to get the mastermind, and you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that he got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Don't tell Yasuhiro. He'll blame the Illuminati. I mean, we can't really rule them out, right? I mean, we still don't know what body is putting this on, and the Illuminati would have the resources. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. Well, wait, 4chan's logo is basically a four-leaf clover. Makoto went to Hope's Peak as the lucky students. Coincidence? I think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's basically like Illuminati. So you would make a great Monokuma. You know all the good puns. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? I couldn't bear the responsibility. Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, it would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't just relax just yet. Illuminati? Great song. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the Mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the Mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? I guess. Yeah. Off to the dorms we go. Well, oh wait, in the dining room. Duh. Let's go here. And suddenly, we were greeted with, I'm not even gonna try to read that. You again. Is there some like IRG here or something? Have people like decoded this or something and found like secret messages hidden in here? Is he broken?
Whew.
I suppose his emotional instability has reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah,
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
Oh, we're gonna get accused of being a ghost by Hero, right?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but
Ha!
you're not a ghost, right?
Called it. Called it. Called it. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. Also, how are y'all in there at night? Don't the doors get locked? Huh. Friends and Byakuya. I would say Friends and Byakuya and Toko. Oops, I missed that line. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Thanks, Hina. Appreciate it. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in a happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what?
Hmm.
But it is okay that you're here. What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words.
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? You must really smell bad for Toko to shoo you away. Yeah, you're right. Look who's talking. No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is that it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he will be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap. Did you, Makoto? Make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
What a smart cookie he is. Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's time for Mastermind, now it's the Mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mikuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms to us? That talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the way things are. They are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
Figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mikuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty friggin' tall order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
I
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all these mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought, too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind is really the one who killed Mikuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mikuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Makuro, and you get 16. So then the mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people you started with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue? Or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have said that just to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, it had to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. You would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all the back and forth conversation with us. Well, maybe what if he's just the mastermind's alter ego? Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Huh?
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Ooh.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master? He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee without cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. Without, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. Wait, why can't we go with Kyoko? I want to go with Kyoko.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself, too. Hero... I feel like you need someone to look at you. It's really a bad idea.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Oh, wait. This might be good. Because they say he says he's like right 20% of the time. You'll get yourself down. Because he says he's right like 20% of the time, and he's pretty much been wrong most of the stream. Thanks, Nate. That was last man. I mean, he's been wrong most of the stream. So that means his like 20% is due. He's like due for a right prediction. So this actually might be really good for us. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gone off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. Oh, don't say that. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. He's due for the 20% crit. Yeah. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here on the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. Yo! And thanks for the raid! Really appreciate it. Welcome in. We are playing Danganronpa, so if anyone coming in has plans to play this game and hasn't before, be aware that we're very close to the end of the first game, so there will be major spoilers. Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? It's good to see y'all. You know, and Puppet, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. It's good. Oh, that's good to hear. Played the whole game already. Okay, good to hear. No spoilers, please, though. If that's the case. Nina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just the two of us. I'm starting second thing now. Nice.
Indeed.
Wait, Kyoko's still here. I thought she was left with her. So you're gonna go off on your own, too, right, Kyoko? Oh, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. We just met the follower goal. Let's go. Are you enjoying the first game? I really am enjoying this game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Now that like everything's starting to come together, this is really looking forward to this. We're gonna see how much we can get through tonight, but almost done. And then I plan to do game 2 right after this, which I think causes the heat death of the universe. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. If people aren't afraid of that, we can always milk down their water. I will be sure to watch you play the second part. Alright, sounds good. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope it's good. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground. As us splitting up to cover up more ground. And then we can go back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. It is. Let's go. I'm looking forward to it then.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? Bit more peek. Ooh. Stretch. Alright. Thanks for the stretch. And hydrate. Appreciate it. Yeah, Celestia. Tito. So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. Makoto, nice. I don't have any time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe that Mastermind might be one of us. So that's why I have to prove. I'll prove that the Mastermind isn't one of us. You know, I wouldn't be all too disappointed if it turned out that the Mastermind was Byakuya and we got to kill him. That wouldn't be a terrible outcome, I'd say. I'll expose the Mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Oh yeah, investigation. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Because it's Ifumi-based. They also had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Because of the things I can't say on Twitch. Yep. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the Mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her. I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorm is where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. My favorite character was Chihiro. He's same. My favorite character was also Chihiro. And he saved our life now, so like even more favorite. I played Trigger Happy Havoc. My friends hated me because I predicted almost everything, and they thought that I'd already played the game before. My predictions have been horrible this game. I've gotten a couple things right, but I've been really bad at it. Places to check has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, oh no, I've already forgotten half the places we need to check. Alright. Alright, we need to check this. Let's do Headmaster's room first. And we'll just go down the list. Wait, which one's... I know I'm an idiot. Okay. Nightbot doesn't. Okay, I should turn that off. Sorry, I do not mind cap lock. I installed Nightbot the other day and I haven't configured it at all. I'm sorry about that. I'll need to turn it off. Headmaster, let's go. On the opposite, I predicted Byakuya as the killer every case except the first one. How disappointing. If you install Nightbot, does that mean you can do ad quote? You absolutely can. At least you should be able to. I think so. Nope. I'm curious if you'll be the ultimate predictor for the next game. I doubt it, but maybe I'll turn things around. Maybe after a single game, I'll finally figure out how things work. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this'll be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Alright. Ooh, there's no circles. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a monitor. Well, that's weird if the headmaster's room is locked, right? Who knows? And predicting him on Chihiro case was more than valid, but also yeah.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto,
Not possible.
are you ignoring me? Think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. What? Since when are we? Oh, we are ignoring him. I didn't even think they'd do that. That's, I think, the first time. Smooth like butter, like a criminal uncut. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? You're perfect. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. What does that word even mean? Who knows? Class number 78, Student Registry. It contains profiles for all of us, and Makuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Makuro's profile in Kyoko's room,
I see.
that's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Makuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. The one they call Ultimate. Oh, wait. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. There we go. Oh my god, I was waiting for that. The unwavering tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Makuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Makuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. Ooh, we got a picture now. I was wondering if we'd ever get to see what she looked like, but I guess that's what she looks like. Entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Makuro definitely has some sort of connection with it. Oh. So, she isn't just another student. She definitely has something to do with it. Something more directly, which, I mean, you already figured, but I feel like it's confirmed now. I have a bad feeling about this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. Huh. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Aged like fine wine. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in the battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair? So is Fenrir Ultimate Despair? Or like Fenrir a member of Ultimate Despair, maybe. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But what did that mean? Mukuro and the Mastermind are allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. It would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it was the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5'7" 97 pounds. Wow, she is. Actually, never mind. And it even lists her vitals as 31, 22, 32. Mukuro kind of cute. Yeah, I know. Like, why are all the, like, psychopathic serial killer girls the cute ones? Like, oh, come on. Well, what do you think? What do you think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? Why would he ever ask us that? Maybe if it was like Toko asking us that, maybe. But Byakuya?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. No, why is that my first quote? No. Well, that's permanently on the record now. At least is it something about cat girls? That is true, that is true. What I'm trying to tell you is that maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe, on the way, you'll make your way back to the corpse. Maybe you'll think, oh, could that... Oh! Ooh, I see. So maybe suggesting that the corpse isn't Mukuro. Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance that... that's what I'm saying. There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I'm trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. I mean, I still haven't forgotten that she basically betrayed us. Like, she didn't know that Ultra Ego was going to save us from getting crushed. As far as she knows, she was basically letting us get killed, so... I mean... You're not all sunshine and roses with her. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't. As you will. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Alright. Oh, can we look at this now? Class 78 Student Registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Makuro. Just like us, Makuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Makuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Aren't they friends? The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Even the headmaster's room there's a surveillance camera. Well, I think that's all. Yeah. Alright. What's next? Headmaster's room, the biolab on the 5th floor. Okay. Let's do that next. Biolab. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. Well, yeah, there are icicles. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Well, you probably are. Seriously, why is it so cold? What if we're actually on a space station and in here the airlock failed? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. You would be dead right. Oh, you're right. Oh, dang it. I thought we were gonna, like, get to the end of the game and find out we were on the ISS or something the whole time. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Oh dear. That's not good. Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. It's just gonna be the same thing. Oh wait, actually never mind, I don't think that's... okay. Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights, but only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left, right-hand lights are off. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I think I know what's in there. Well, that's... wait. Well, if that's like us, and these are like the students from this game, but also, do they have any bodies left to preserve? Some people like Junko, yeah, she might. I feel like some people Celeste got like burnt alive. There's like nothing left. Wait a minute. So, maybe we'll see. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. This is a good chapter. It is a good chapter. At least I think it is. I mean, I haven't finished it, so remains to be seen. And Monday is literally just butter. Mondo. Oh. Mondo's just right, yeah. Well, I mean, you do need to keep butter in the fridge, so that makes sense. But hi, Space Cat. How are you doing? It's good to see you. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. Well, I feel like that could burn. One of my favorite from the series. Hey, that was good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Hate to join immediately, but I need to edit Silk Song. No worries. Have fun editing. Actually, I'll have to check that video out. I really like Silk Song. Have a great night. In addition to germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Yeah, they probably just put the container of butter in the body joint. Makes perfect sense. Simply insert the cadaver, and a blue light will let you know that the automated systems have been activated. Well, that confirms it. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our systems, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. Some kind of makeshift morgue. Biolab Secret has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that whenever a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean, inside each slot, lit up in blue, another one of the victim is. Biolab Lights has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Can't let my emotions take control of me right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. What is this? There's a stack of tarps here. Wait. These are the same... These look like the same tarps that was in the garden where, Kuro died. Interesting. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Although, were the ones in like the art room, or in the like storage closet, same color? Maybe they are the same one as the house, but I feel like that's a clue. Well, actually, we didn't get Truth Bullet for it, so I don't know. Maybe there are icicles hanging from the monitor. Oh, I'm realizing those are not very good fridges if there are icicles on the outside. That makes me feel like these are actually pretty crappy fridges. Camera, I guess. I'm surprised their surveillance camera can work with how cold it is in here. And nah, alright. Yes. Alright, what next? Maybe they're good for refrigeration, but not freezing? Maybe. Biolab on the 5th floor. Monokuma door in the data center on the 4th floor. Okay. I thought that was the 5th floor, right? Oh no, it's not. Does Celeste need to be cold? The robot passed in cold saying the bodies would? Well, not usually. No. You do use, like, if you're, like, trying to do, like, major overclocking, a lot of times what experts will use is, like, pour liquid nitrogen on the processor to keep it cool for overclocking. So they might be using Celeste's body to mine for Bitcoin. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Data lab. And that's how they're funding this whole operation. They're mining Celeste for Bitcoin.
Hey,
We're using
Makoto.
Celeste mine for Bitcoin. Ah, Makoto! Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Makoto door. Or Monokuma door. That sentence has definitely never been said before across all time.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one of should be open too, right?
But
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Maybe that's why they couldn't let her completely burn for her execution, send a fire truck to save Vic. True, yeah.
I mean,
Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So, you could open it. See, first, why are all the girls throwing us under the bus? What the heck? First, like, Sayaka, then Kyoko, and now Mina's like, you can get blown up. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. If you're afraid of explosions, get Toko. Right, she's blast resistant, so yeah, we should just get her. Ah, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Yup. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Whoa. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. This looks like Monokuma control. Oh, can we control Monokuma? Please tell me it lets us control Monokuma. Please. Oh, is this an escape hatch? There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now, I'm more concerned about the weird device. We are on the International Space Station, and then that's the escape pod. See, this all makes sense now. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it looks like something like a mech cockpit, right? Heath and me'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then could that mean...
okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. No, Hina, no. Hold on, you can't just us or whatever, something like that. So she's afraid of the door exploding, but she'll just push random buttons? But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Oh, Hina. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the names of a room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Oh, come on, Hina. You're talking about being useless. Well, why don't you actually, like, change that? Like, turn things around. Fine. Go talk to Monokuma. Yes. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Ah! Ah! Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? Of course it's Hina. What? Oh man, busted? How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. No! No, 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 no. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. You seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Oh, whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Oh wait, actually now we can see why when Monokuma is being controlled, the mastermind can't see anyone because it's two separate rooms. Okay, so that you can see that now. I mean, it seems like a design flaw to me, but yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And the control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
Haha, I already said this. I already said that. Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. She should send Monokuma into the room Byakuya is in to try. Yes, exactly! Exactly! But if that is true, it's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I already told you this, but the killing game began with 16 students. Participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. And the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma's control room has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Wait, that's wrong, Makoto. I don't like... Wait, what's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. Aw. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like... You want to level soon? There's still lots of other places to leave soon. There's still lots of places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Well, off we go, I guess. We aren't going to get to control Monokuma. How disappointing. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah! The door! It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right. It's locked, but... You know what? The mastermind was in the hatch. What? Why won't it let us check there? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just stopped moving. Then that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor. See, this is stupid. I was gonna check there, but the game was like, no, you're not allowed to. See, if I was here, I would have already gotten this case figured out. Too bad. That was your one big chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. No, but we get a Monokuma in there and hit self-destruct. Although the self-destruct button's inside there. I'm sure it'll be fine. We just hit self-destruct. Oh, we send Toko in there to hit self-destruct. And we blow the door open. See, these people are stupid. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Pace! He's gone, but...
So,
Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when he got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, the hatch couldn't be open from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at full sprint. And I have to do what I can do. Too. That's the only way forward. Alright, what next? The second floor of the dormitory area. Alright, yep. Let's do that now. No, that's right. Ugh. Alright, second floor of the dorm. Let's do this. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Oh no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. What? This is crazy. Yikes. Well, what do we do? What the? Why is this just up? I feel like that's an inside joke maybe, or something. Oh, it's not, okay. It's just... Don't show Psycho. Good, yeah, good point. Okay, we can go in here. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. 426, okay. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Anything else in here? This is all very interesting. Can we now look at like all these papers on the floor or something? Anything else I can get to around here? Doesn't. Okay. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't remember. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, nothing. But, yeah. Yeah, okay. Nothing important there. Alright, let's go in the giraffe room. Oh, this room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. Bathroom still looks it's true. Class before us must have used these lockers. Why are some of them like bolted off over them? There's a metal plate mounted up to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. This must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... Oh, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. I wonder if I can open the locker. Okay, it's just gonna be simple. Okay. I'm guessing there's no use in trying all of them. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker, so I can get it up. Okay, is there anything? You know what? I'm just gonna assume there's no... Well, I can't imagine waiting. Oh, stop being so lazy. What the heck? I want to see what's inside. Okay, I guess it's... I don't like to do anything. Why do they make so many interaction points? I want to interact with all of them. Oh, I bet they don't want us opening it because there's a giraffe inside. That's probably why. And they don't want us bothering the giraffe. Well, this room looks fine. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already. I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? A regret. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Looks like a secret door over there, but let's, computer. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. And we might be able to get some information on the ultimate despair?
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of a group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However,
That's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. The desk is home to a computer. Must have belonged to the headmaster. Okay, chair. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Okay. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something?
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean? You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. Oh, hey, Coffee. Hey, thanks for the hydrate. Alright. How are you doing? I saw a program on the PC that controls it. That I think controls it. I did the right password, enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on. Have you tried password 123?
it's true.
I looked through all of his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into? That's what you meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. Password could be a clue. Something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of. Or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Oh, she's not happy. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it? Just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more. That's a good point.
Hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned my face to the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kurigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, as I finished typing it in. Oh dear. Well, that's interesting. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko! Aww, he has a picture of her in there. Yes! He did love her! This is so happy. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I want to see this first, though. Better check out the... Oh, fine. Oh, look at the present. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should I open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by a heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way out of the box, its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and we screamed. Kyoko's advice is no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. Yo, cool, free skeleton. What? Okay, explain yourself. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. Oh. Ah, not like this. No. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box? My father. Ah, that sucks. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones, that body, that's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. Should we put him back together and put him outside for a Halloween? No! Please, no. So, the same person may very well be the mastermind planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
in other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, now we can look at this. Huh? This picture? Aww. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko?
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to find something like this... So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. You know, Kyoko baby pictures wasn't really on my bingo card for this game. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now, He's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. The Headmaster's desk is probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I don't really want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each file, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says, "In case of emergency." Yo, Dawn! Thanks for the raid! How are you doing? How did the stream go? It's good to see you. It was a good spell. Ah, that's good to hear. Were you doing, Horse Girls? I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitation, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. Maybe. Well, I hope you had fun. I'm assuming that's what it was. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh, but Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. We've added a handbook to our handbook? Okay. Handbookception. Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey,
Could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Could you leave for a little while? I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
I
a
need to get
second.
my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, but not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. A game theory. No. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Alright. Is there anything else in this room? Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster's dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that? The headmaster wasn't the mastermind? Which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, why do they keep repeating this? I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak Academy since the killing began are those 16 students. I feel like this isn't information it wants us to know. It keeps repeating it. The 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Makuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Kuro. Even she's undeniably dead. Well, I wouldn't say undeniably. We don't know for sure if that even is Makuro. So the ones still left are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Anything? Okay, I think we can finish this. Leave the area? Yes. Okay. Wait, if we have the headmaster's handbook, you know what that means? We can go see the giraffe now. Alright, Mr. Giraffe. Where are you? I wonder if I can open this locker. Read the giraffe. Nope, locked. There's a keycard reader installed in the door. This must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to card readers in locker rooms on the 2nd floor. You have to use your e-handbook to open those things. What does that mean? I'll just give it a try. So I took out my handbook. Take out the headmaster's handbook! No! And then... no luck. But use the headmaster's handbook! You have the headmaster's handbook! Kodo? Wait, but... yes! 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 What about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Okay, this is my 3rd time trying. I took out the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader and... beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Huh. Wait. This is a crystal ball? Oh, we should sell this to Hiro. We should sell it to Hiro. Make a ton of money. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever uses locker. It's just not possible. I won't be so sure. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I had evaporated. I may have had evaporated. What? It is? What? What? There's no way. Okay, this is a crazy plot twist. See that? Yeah, what? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. This is our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We would never have the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, that's the... Okay, this is... Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, are those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence. Okay, I think we're supposed to look at this before we found the notebook. Okay. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and beep. Looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Is that gonna be all of these? Please tell me we're gonna have something else. I took the emergency. Okay. Looks like the locker. Now let's see what we've got inside. This thing is practically empty. What's this though? There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. There's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must be really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate students here from any communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster. I'm like, oh, what? Wait. Okay. What? What? And my father, he was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome despair. Only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundations for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan." So that's what my father said to me. As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here clearly contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would have proved me all wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind, just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us. Oh wait, I missed that. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Locker pocketbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, anything else in here? No. The more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belonged to Hiro. A pocketbook that seems like it belonged to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. Okay. I took the American. Nope, doesn't seem. Okay, nothing. Next locker. Looks like the locker opened. Oh, let's see what we've got inside. I'll say that. Okay. This one. I'll say that. Okay. Let me just see any of these. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yes. Okay. Now what? Places to check. Alright, and then the area is directly. So, garden and the dojo. Alright, good to that. Wrong way. Downstairs. We are going to the garden. Off to the garden. To do garden stuff. That's not the right way. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Sprinkler control panel. Set to turn on at 10:30 every morning, and Monica said time possibly couldn't be changed. Why do they even need these monitors? A normal PA announcement would work just as well. Maybe it's just give us something to look at. There are just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Okay. Those nozzles poking out. Are those sprinklers? So that's where the water comes out. Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does that really eat paper plastic at people? I don't think it's related to the case. I recognize. Okay, I think what it probably wants us to find here is the tarp, if I'm guessing. This area gets soaked by sprinklers every day, right? And it doesn't break the camera? Oh, got a corn. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. The tarp. Called it. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. Yes. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of this tarp. It says Biolab? And this originally came from the Biolab. Tarp has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I knew it. Anything else? Yeah, I don't think so. Yes. Alright, let's hit the dojo. So all I really needed to check here. Yep, I knew it. Yes. Alright. Oh, there's Taco. Oh, Toko, this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. You have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here. So maybe I'm gonna get going. So no clues, huh? There's a bunch of wooden lockers here. Found a clear out. I'll just master. Yeah, so nothing here, right? Yes.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Aw, thank you, Monokuma.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Alright. Well, let's go to the gym then. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Well, I guess we're going to the gym. Let's hope it's not a trap. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto? Why do you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Okay, this is being very suspicious from you, Hero. What's up? Hero, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Hell, I guess we're going to the gym.
I am Monokuma!
Hello! Welcome, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Wait, hold on, I just realized something. All those photos we found about, like, I don't remember, it was like, they were found photos of some of us, like, around the school, like the photos we found, and like all together in the classroom. Were we all like former students? Or like most of us? Is that what that's from? And like all our memories been wiped? It's like, I think I'm onto something right now. And opened it. What I found inside was a single photograph. There's... Alright, guys, I might have played this before. I might have. What is that timing? There is no way! There is no... Okay, so I might just be the greatest of all time at this. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but... there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file... Mukuro Ikusaba? And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posted like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Wait, why are you saying we're? I'm not in here. Wait, am I? No, I'm not. So I'm like the... Wait, what? Am I the one person who's not in here? I am. Oh. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not everyone. I'm not in fact. Yeah, I noticed that. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember taking a picture like this. Wait, what if everyone's the mastermind and we're the only one? Yeah, that's I went to junior high with Sayaka, but this is the first time I met everyone else. It was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone else was like me, and we didn't know each other till we got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way, standing there, you know? So I mean, get out. But... I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would it be if I gave you all the answers? That'd totally be out of left field. And he broke again. I guess that means he's done talking. Group photo has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in my hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? AI. Right, just AI. What would it mean? Everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear this all up. No, I have to clear all this up. Well, I guess we need to find the others. Yes. Where were they? Let's go to the dining hall. So this is where you've been hiding? Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina. Why? Why don't you talk to me? This is weird. Oh, does everyone think we're the mastermind now? Because we were... Oh, no. Everyone's gonna think... Wait, what if we are the mastermind? Wait, no, we're not... Wait, that wouldn't make any sense. What if we are? But at least probably everyone thinks we are now. So I guess we have to go find other people. Where do I go? Wait, wrong map. No one's here. Oh wait, that's not what I meant to do. Whatever. Map. Right. Anyone in there? Oh, what's... Exclamation mark. No one here. Gym. Where are all these? Oh wait, these are all... Oh wait, okay, garden and bio lab. Okay, they're up there. I see, those are the places we gotta check. Okay. Or no, maybe not. Listen to me. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, Roxas, hey! Good to see you. How are you doing? Hey, Hero. Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. No, No! Sorry, but I'm in a big... What is going on? Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Alright, well, let's go talk to, Yeah, I bet they think we're all the mastermind now. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out, again. Can we get a little recap? I can't remember what happened at the start of Chapter 6. Okay. A lot of stuff happened, so... Oh boy. It started off with me and Kyoko climbing out of the garbage pit. So we escaped the garbage pit, and then we went to confront Monokuma and basically we're like, hey, you made a false last trial. You broke your own rules. We have to give us a second chance, or give us a second trial. So he's like, yeah, okay, we can do a second attempt at the trial, and if you like figure out all the mysteries of the school, you win. So that's what we've been doing for the chapter. We've been investigating the mysteries. So, like, we found Monokuma's control panel. We got to the second floor of the dorms, which was all blown up, and we found a bunch of stuff about Kyoko's father, who was the headmaster, and all kinds of stuff about that. Found that he was dead. Found a lot of stuff. We also, so just now, I don't know if you were here for it, we found a photo with everyone in the game. Like, everyone was in a giant photo, and except for us. And what's even crazier is I predicted that I didn't quite predict. I almost predicted that we were going to see that photo, and I'm very proud of myself for that. Huh? Toko? Let me know if you have any questions or I missed anything. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Oh boy. Huh? It's cold, super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at... No, I wasn't.
Have you
Oh?
reached that certain age?
Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remembered was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, more like half. Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the Truth Vault section of your handbook. But all I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I'll slit your throat. Wow, okay. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere, doing his own investigation.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Maybe this. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko?
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed. Once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate when she opened the slot there. That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? Okay. I guess we'll wait over here. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. Found these ones there.
It would seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of blue lights on are including Kuro's. That's 9 in all. 9 lights? Biolab lights has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Already looked at the instruction manual. Okay. Anything else? Are the tarps? You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this summer before. Yeah. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. I wonder if soon enough they're going to make a remaster of this. It would be awesome if they were able to fully VA version. That would be nice. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. TARP has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The creator said it was possible. Ooh. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Okay. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. Get Nate to be one of the characters. Yeah. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. Didn't you really like talk? Yeah. But not in development, especially since 2x2 has been delayed, so the creators could play GTA 6. What is it? It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You meant the one about a hint or something. I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
Real reason, by the way. That's funny. The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the back of the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only option is those other wounds. The file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say that they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However...
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if their wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly, you can't allow it as one of many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective carries by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Kyoko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the conditions of the body, now's the time. Yes. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remember all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
Indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait. We're not going to put the body back? Insert Ripper Ecosalve quote here. Yes, thank you. Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive. You know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. But so for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh yeah. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Alright. Gotta do it. Hey, Kyoko? I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms.
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'll need a handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get into them using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook. After looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owners should be able to get in to it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had any access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said just now makes perfect sense, but there's something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is video? There's a video? Video? That's what I'm saying.
Makoto,
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook, that way you can...
so,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch after this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? And it says class number 78, urgent interviews.
so,
I found that in the hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have any time to explain what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answer to the question I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind?
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still so much to do before we can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether the truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. Yes, through the area. Well, guess we'll go down to the AV room. There's the, right. Alright. This should be able to play the DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. Took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black monitor. It must have only been a few seconds. To me, it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on the side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I had heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted it so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. What? Huh? What? What? Okay, this is crazy. What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of ever meeting the headmaster, much like sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Why do we agree to that? No. This can't be real. I said, yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
What?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut. From there, the video repeated the same scene again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko? Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had turned off. Which, of course, meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsies. Looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on that now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school. I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happen by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome? Something that seemed too obvious to work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or interview DVD has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya? Byakuya? They arrive, one after another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear. Oh, I'm on fire.
Ah, strong silent master is so wonderful. So cool. So. Now listen. Everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors.
With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy ghost faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair by Maximum Sorrow.
that's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious dribble. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below,
You guys.
so don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right, I'm all ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward the gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body. And finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without a warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator coming to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage. The always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well, let's begin. Yes, alright. This is where we should end it. For the night. Let's see, let's see if I have to, I'm not sure where I can set, but it's getting pretty late, and I imagine this will be a fairly long trial. Alright. Let's see. Is there a way to end it?
Since this will be the final...
Alright, I'll just quit it if I saved it. Alright, well, I hope you guys have an amazing night. Thanks to Hydrate. Thanks to everyone who rated, hung out. It's a lot of fun. I hope you'll have an amazing night. Next stream, I'm thinking Gary might be the last one, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll see y'all next time.